Live with purpose, ignite your greatness. The crucial question, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. Tonight, you go to sleep as usual, and tomorrow you wake up for the very last time. What dreams and talents would die with you? If today were your last day on earth, what story would your life tell? These aren't easy questions. They're questions about whether we're truly living or just existing. I once knew a man who left a funeral and went for a walk in the park. He kept replaying the words of a young father who had passed away too early, full of unfulfilled dreams. He realized in his heart, I have so many more tomorrows to claim, and I've been wasting them. Friends, in that still moment under the sky, he understood that time is precious and purpose is urgent. I don't know your story yet, but I know this. We all wake up every morning wearing masks, crafted by others' doubts, fears, obligations. We whisper, I'll chase my dream later when I'm ready. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. As that man in the park discovered, one day you might wonder why you never chased down your passion, why you let days fade into regrets. You have to ask yourself now, before it's too late, who do I want to be? What is my why? This isn't just some feel-good pep talk. The stakes are high. It's about your life, your one shot at greatness. In the silence of that park, he heard a quiet voice inside. Your life is worth fighting for. Find out why you're here and step into your power. Those words changed him, and I promise they can change you too. Today, we begin a journey together, a journey to discover how to truly live with purpose. We'll walk through the storms of doubt, spark the fire of belief, and light up a path so bright that even the darkest fears can't stand in our way. Embrace your life's mission. The first step is simple: find your life's mission. What is your life work? The wise ask, what gives your life meaning? When you nail that down, something magical happens. You step into what Les Brown calls your power place. This is where everything clicks, your strengths line up with your passions, and suddenly you feel alive. Imagine knowing exactly why you're on this planet. When you wake up in the morning, every task, every conversation, every moment has purpose. Your mission becomes your compass, guiding you through each day. Maybe you've felt that tug already, a quiet desire in your heart. Many of us do, but it gets drowned out by the noise of shoulds and supposed tos. Hear me, your dreams and passions are not accidents. They are clues given by life pointing you toward your true purpose. If you can't tackle your mission all at once, do what you can. Write a page of your novel today. Talk to one person about your dream. Learn one new skill. Just start moving in that direction. Just start. Don't let the voice of, I'm not ready, steal another day. Les Brown himself urged us to begin even if it's a little bit at a time, because once you find it, it puts you in your power place. It may sound lofty, but this is not just motivation. It's backed by real life and science. Researchers at Washington University observed that across age, background, or circumstance, one truth stands out. Having a sense of purpose seems to be valuable for health and well-being. People with a clear purpose aren't only emotionally stronger, they tend to be physically stronger too. Dr. Patrick Hill's work shows that folks with purpose sleep better, feel more fulfilled in relationships, and enjoy better overall health. In fact, Cornell University research found purposeful people actually live longer and are less sick than those who drift aimlessly through life. Yes, it sounds incredible, almost too good to be true, but the data doesn't lie. One large study followed thousands of adults and found that those with a weak sense of life, purpose, were nearly twice as likely to die prematurely compared to those with a strong purpose. Imagine that. Your dreams and passions aren't just decorations on your soul. They're life-giving fuel. They give you energy, health, and longevity. So if you've been waiting to start your mission because you think it's just feelings, listen up. It's science that you should be pursuing this purpose right now. So if your heart has whispered a goal or dream at any point, treat it as a promise to yourself. Don't shrug it off. Instead, embrace it. Grab hold of the knowledge that life is more than just paying bills and going through the motions. Your life's mission, whatever it is calling. And once you step into it, you'll see that you have more power and energy than you ever imagined. Hold on to that dream with everything you've got, because it's yours. Nobody else can fulfill it. Your purpose is a unique gift, and living it fully is your birthright and your destiny. Belief is your birthright. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's great, but I'm just an ordinary person. Why would purpose come knocking for me? Listen closely, belief is your birthright. Every one of us has greatness inside. It's law of nature, not social status. But for too long, we've been fed lies about our limits. From childhood, we carry nicknames like, "You're crazy," or "You'll never make it," and we start to believe them. Our own thoughts become the greatest roadblock. You might not be taking that next step toward your dream simply because somewhere deep down you think you don't deserve it or can't do it. That is not truth, that's fear talking. Les Brown once warned us about this curse of doubt. He said many of us don't even explore the possibility of doing better because subconsciously we don't believe it can happen for us, and we don't believe that we deserve it. Say it with me, you deserve it. You deserve a life where you wake up excited. You deserve to chase the wildfire of your dreams and feel alive. You owe it to the child you were, that hungry kid staring up at the stars, to be brave and take a shot. The truth is, belief changes everything. Picture two people with the same talent. One believes they can win and takes action. The other shrinks back. The first person steps into a new reality. The second stays in the shadows, haunted by what if? Belief is the catalyst that turns dreams into plans. So how do you build belief? I'll tell you, you start by shutting out the naysayers, even the one inside your head. When doubt creeps in, answer it with proof from your own life. Remember all the times you faced a challenge and conquered it. Remember the skills you've already mastered. Every small victory stacks up like wood on a fire. Soon you have an unshakable blaze of confidence. And don't do this journey alone. Surround yourself with people who see the winner in you, even when you're doubting yourself. There are mentors, friends, family out there who believe in you. Let their faith rub off on you. Fill your ears with encouragement, not excuses. Talk to yourself with the love you deserve. I can do this. I will learn. I will grow. Before long, that inner critic who once screamed imposter will find themselves out of work. Friends, let me tell you, you have more right to this life than anyone or anything else on earth. The world needs your purpose, and you need to believe that. Adopt a mindset where failure is just feedback and where the words, "I am capable," echo in your mind daily. Every step you take in faith builds your belief muscle. Keep challenging yourself, keep collecting small wins, and soon the only thoughts in your head will be bold ones. Trust me, as I stand here, I know your hunger for greatness. Don't suppress it. Be hungry for your success, hungry enough to endure the grind. Fill your soul with belief, because you were born to win. Hold that thought whenever someone tries to tell you otherwise. Defy your fears. Let me pause and say something important. Fear is a natural part of this journey, but it will never go away on its own. Fear is like that shadow that chases you when the sun is at your back. But here's the secret. Shadow means there's a bright light shining in you. Your purpose is that light, and fear is just a challenge. You don't have to eliminate fear. You have to defy it. Face it head on, and it loses its power. Think of the bravest people you know: athletes, soldiers, artists, parents. None of them are fearless. They act in spite of fear. When fear strikes, you have a choice: let it paralyze you or let it propel you. Remember this: too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. It's not a Les Brown quote to copy, but a truth we all feel. Fear wants to keep you comfortable, to stay in the shallow waters where it's safe. But you weren't born to drown in comfort. You were born to swim in the deep, vibrant ocean of life. I'm talking about the fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking foolish. These are all liars. They'll whisper, "What if you fail?" As if not trying isn't the real failure. If you let fear win, you'll spend your life looking at the world through a pane of glass, second guessing, what if? Instead, leap through that glass one foot in front of the other, one small step into the unknown. Here's a story. A friend of mine had a dream of performing on stage, but every time the opportunity came, fear choked her. Finally, she asked herself, if I never try, what price will I pay? That price was regret. So she took the chance, trembling, legs weak, heart pounding. And you know what? It wasn't painless. But each performance she gave, the fear shrank a little. Now she stands tall, inspiring others with her art. If she had let fear stop her, we'd never know that voice. You see, fear is just a feeling. It cannot hold a candle to the fire of desire inside you. Every time you step into the arena, courage grows. If you're afraid, that's okay. It just means you care. But feel it and walk through it. Perform that dance. Speak that idea. Start that project. The first time is the hardest. The 10th time, you'll marvel at how the fear that once paralyzed you is now just a shadow beneath your feet. So whenever fear says, not yet, you reply, yes, now. Use fear as a compass, pointing you toward what matters most. Don't run from it, run through it. That's how champions are born, how purpose is claimed. The journey to purpose is paved with brave steps into the unknown, not avoidance. And each step you take, fear loses strength and you gain it. You were made to be courageous. You are stronger than your stories of fear. It's time to turn around and face that fear with a grin. Show it that you are the one who has the power here. It's your life. You are the hero of your story. Act like it. Triumph through trials life is not all smooth sailing. On this path to purpose, you will face storms of failure, heartbreak, disappointment. But take heart, because these storms are not detours. They are part of your journey. Every struggle you endure is like steel forging you. Every trial gives you the wisdom, resilience, and strength to push further. In fact, research shows that people who adapt and continue through adversity are the ones most likely to achieve their goal. Think about that. Adversity itself is a stepping stone to greatness. Picture a small tree bending under the wind. If it stands rigid, it snaps. If it gives and bends, when the storm passes, it stands taller and stronger. You too must bend without breaking. When life knocks you down, you have a choice to stay down and dream of the ground, or rise up and fight for the sky. I remember when I hit my lowest point, doors closing, dreams shattered. It felt like a defeat. But then I realized something. Storms show us what we are made of. Each hardship taught me more about myself than any success ever could. Your trials can do the same for you if you let them. They temper your courage, sharpen your focus, and reveal resourcefulness you never knew you had. Every setback is set up for a comeback. Let me share a truth. The world admires those who persevere, not the ones who never struggle. Every hero in history had to face a moment of doubt or despair. The difference is they didn't give up, they chose to rise. I want that for you. When life punches you in the face, respond with a smile that says, is that all you got? Remember the words of a wise soul. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Don't let failure define you, let it refine you. Look at it straight in the eye and say, I will learn from this and grow. If you're navigating rough waters now, I assure you smooth seas are ahead if you persist. Your destiny won't be handed to you on a silver platter. It's carved by your willingness to keep moving forward when every bone in your body tells you to quit. Hang on to your purpose so tight that no storm can tear it away. You will look back one day and thank those trials because they prepared you for the very success and purpose you're chasing now. So welcome the challenges. They are your unsung teachers. Embrace the grind because on the other side is growth. With every fall, vow to fall forward. Each time you rise, you prove to yourself and the world that you are unstoppable. That, dear friend, is the heart of living with purpose, turning struggle into strength and pain into power. Mindset matters. Let's talk about your mindset, the lens through which you view every moment of your life. In the sport of life, your mind is the court, and your thoughts are the players. You get to decide whether the chorus in your head chants, I can't, or I can. A champion's mindset is powerful and positive. A defeated mindset is self-sabotaging and negative. Experts tell us that those who adopt a growth mindset, who believe their abilities can be improved with effort, are more likely to see obstacles as opportunities. In other words, if you truly believe you can improve, challenges become exciting puzzles, not terrifying roadblocks. This is not just new age hype, it's psychology. When you start telling yourself, I'm getting better every day, your brain starts looking for evidence of that. It reminds you of every time you've improved, instead of every time you failed. So rewire your brain by training it daily. If a negative thought creeps in, I'm not talented enough, challenge it immediately. Replace it with, every setback is sharpening my skill. Talk to yourself like you would talk to someone you love. Pump yourself up. You have every right to be optimistic about your own future. When the mind is aligned with hope and perseverance, the body and spirit follow. Think of it like this. Motivation is not an endless battery. It's more like a compass that constantly needs adjustment. Occasionally, you might feel your energy dip. That's when you remind yourself of the bigger picture, the why that started all this. Connect each small task to the grand vision in your mind. For example, each page you write is a brick toward your dream home of success. Each morning workout is another step toward the healthy, energetic person you want to be. Scientists even suggest that reflecting on how what you're doing ties into your values boosts motivation. Most of the greatest changes in history happened because someone refused to accept limitations. They asked, why not me? Why not now? And guess what? That person can be you. But it starts with changing the story you tell yourself. You are not destined for just an okay life. You're destined for something extraordinary. Replace I wish with I will. Replace I hope with I plan. Every I am statement should point to a possibility. Keep feeding your mind with uplifting truths. Read stories of triumph. Surround yourself with people who see the best in you. When doubt tries to creep back, anchor yourself in gratitude for what you have learned so far in the adventure ahead. Your mind is a garden. If you plant seeds of positivity, kindness, and ambition, that's what will grow. Remember, the right mindset will sharpen your vision and strengthen your soul. It will make home possible. Just an opinion, not a fact. Cultivate it daily and watch how life reshapes itself around your new way of thinking. You have the power to direct your mind, direct it toward your purpose, and it will help guide you there. Ignite action now. All the belief and mindset in the world won't matter unless you act. There is no substitute for movement. The greatest ideas, goals, and dreams will stay as nothing more than fancy mental gyms if you never step onto the track. Friends, it's time to get your hands dirty. Take action even if it's small and build momentum. Imagine you're in a boat on a river. Each small stroke gets you moving. Each extra stroke that summer is another stretch forward. Pretty soon, the current is carrying you, and distances vanish under your wake. Action works the same way. Maybe you start by writing one paragraph, making one phone call, or setting your first mini deadline. Just one small step. Celebrate it. That confidence will fuel another step and another until you're hurtling towards your goal. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't exist. Many people tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow is just today's echo. The greatest work in history started with someone just saying, I will start. And guess what? Breaking big tasks into bite-sized pieces is not only wise, but recommended by researchers, psychology experts, suggest that by making a big challenge feel doable, I'll learn one new thing today. Instead of, I'll conquer the world today. You maintain belief and momentum. Each micro success convinces your brain that you can do this. Think of action as medicine for your doubts. The moment you do something, any lingering fear or uncertainty begins to shrink. Every I did it is a booster shot of courage. I've seen people gain more confidence from completing a small project than from reading 10 books on self-esteem. Knowledge is important, but doing turns knowledge into skill and skill into belief. Now, I want you to promise yourself this: do at least one thing today that your future self will thank you for. It can be as simple as sending that email you've been putting off, or sketching out a plan on paper. Let that be your signal that you are serious. Because action is the currency of transformation. Talk is cheap, but the path to greatness is paved with our choices and deeds. Once you get moving, don't stop. Because we live in a world that rewards momentum. A snowball may start small, but once it rolls, it picks up more and more as it goes. Let your progress build on itself. Each day, take another step, and soon you'll be standing where once you only dreamed. The doubt will fade into the wake of your action. So, go. Start today, right now. Even if your hands shake or your heart races, press the keys, make the call, take the lead. The world bends to those who do, not to those who only dream. Take action and watch doors that were once invisible swing wide open in front of you. Persevere relentlessly now that you've tasted action and felt the wind of progress on your face. I have to ask, are you ready for the long haul? Because living with purpose is not a sprint, it's a marathon, even a lifelong pursuit. There will be highs when things feel like they're falling into place, and lows when the mountain seems too steep. What will set you apart is perseverance. Remember, heroes aren't defined by how many times they get knocked down. They're defined by how many times they get back up. Thomas Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb before he succeeded. Each failure was a lesson, a clue, a step forward. You will have those moments 2 times when the outcome is not what you hoped. But in each of those moments, you have a choice to quit or to grind harder. Find something deep inside you, even if it's just the tiniest ember, and fan it into a flame. Let each setback push you to work longer, smarter, and with more heart. Write yourself notes of encouragement. Remind yourself of the progress you've made. Because when fatigue sets in, you may forget just how far you've come. And don't be afraid of walking alone sometimes. There will be times when others give up or step back. Let their quits be the fuel for your drive. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Keep learning from every mistake. A missed opportunity is not the end. It's an inconvenient road marker. Adjust your course and keep driving forward. Your path to purpose will likely have obstacles bigger than you expected. But my friend, you are bigger than any obstacle in your way. The very fact that you choose to stay in the fight, to wake up each day and take another shot says everything about who you are. Many will give up. Let that be the difference that makes you rise. Think about the mountain climber who reaches base camp after days of climbing, feeling exhausted. Would the peak have any meaning if reaching it were easy? No, its value is in the struggle to get there. Your perseverance is what makes your victory glorious. So vow right now, I will not be defeated. I will meet every challenge with determination. I will grow stronger with each passing day. The person who kept going is often the person who changes the world. And remember, the world is waiting for you. Live authentically at this point in our journey, let's touch on something crucial: authenticity. You cannot truly live with purpose unless it is your purpose, not someone else's dream for you. It has to come from the core of your being. Don't borrow someone else's vision of success. Create your own. Your unique mix of talents, experiences, and passions is your compass. Trust it. There is no point in living out someone else's blueprint. If you try to please everyone or follow the crowd, you'll wake up one day realizing you've drifted miles away from where your heart wanted to be. That's soul poison. The only person you have to live with for the rest of your life is you. Make peace with being yourself, the raw and perfect, amazing you. When you walk in authenticity, people will feel it. They respect it. The universe resonates with it. Maybe you're scared that being authentic will make you stand out too much, or maybe too little. Throw that fear in the garbage. Your voice, your perspective, your way of doing things is your gift. The world needs exactly what you offer, no substitutions. If you were the mirror reflecting just someone else's dreams, nothing new would ever happen. But you bring something no one else can bring. So let your light shine with your truth. Wear your scars and successes on the outside with pride. Speak your mind kindly, act with your heart, and make decisions that align with who you really are. It might cost you in some ways. People might not always understand your path, but in the end, Living off script will free you more than anything. Living authentically means you also admit your faults and learn from them, rather than hiding behind a facade. And people respond to that honesty. It draws the right opportunities and the right allies towards you. When you are genuine, you attract genuine. Think of purpose as an adventure only you can lead. The moment you decide to be yourself unapologetically is the moment the journey truly begins. Everything else becomes noise. Embrace your weirdness, your passion, your heritage, whatever it is, it's part of your story. This is how you will stay fired up in the tough times, because it's your own mission you're fighting for. Your authenticity will become your superpower. It will light up the path for others too. As you walk in your true self, people around you will feel permission to do the same. And that, my friend, is a beautiful ripple effect of living with purpose. Lead with love and impact now. Here's a powerful truth: purpose always has a broader impact. When you live your purpose, you illuminate the world around you. Your dreams don't just benefit you, they inspire others. The love you pour into your mission becomes a gift to everyone you touch. Think about someone you admire. Chances are, part of what inspired you was the way their passion helped others or made the world better. When you embrace your purpose, you inevitably give hope to others to do the same. This is why the journey is never just about you. It's about the ripple. When your life is on fire with purpose, you become a torchbearer, guiding and warming those around you. Studies show a sense of purpose also builds strong connections. Purpose-driven people tend to have more fulfilling relationships, more friends, and engage more with their communities. That makes sense when you know why you're here. You live so passionately and authentically that others naturally gravitate toward your light. People see the difference in you and think, I want that too. So as you climb higher, take a moment each day to look around and reach back. Mentor someone, share your story, lend an ear. Let the world share in your lessons. The generosity you show others will come back to fuel you. And not just materially, emotionally, and spiritually. You will find a depth of fulfillment that no solo success ever brought. Every hardship you overcame, every lesson you learned, becomes a map for the people walking behind you. By pursuing your destiny, you are lighting a path in the darkness, showing them what's possible. Remember, leaving a legacy is not about fame or money. It's about impact. It's the kind of love that never dies. Live with the kind of purpose that outlives a single lifetime. Build something, a word, a project. A family that carries your passion forward. Let your purpose ripple through time by the kindness you show, the people you uplift, the positive change you create. That is a legacy worth pursuing. Embrace your legacy now. After walking through questions of why, belief, courage, action, perseverance, authenticity, and love, you're standing at the top of the hill, looking at where it all leads, your legacy. This is where your purpose story comes full circle. It's the point where all the chapters we've talked about converge into a powerful final transformation. Think back to the beginning of our talk. That question we dared to ask about your last day. If you've followed this journey, if you've taken it to heart, then listen, you are doing it differently. You are not letting dreams die with you. You are choosing to keep them alive, to nurture them, to let them change you and change those around you. Legacy isn't something vague on the horizon. It's built every single day by the way you live. It's in the care you put into your work, the compassion you give to people, and the unwavering faith you display in yourself. Whether or not your name becomes known in history books, if your life has changed even one person, that's immortality right there. As I speak to you now, I see the resolve in your eyes. You've conquered questions, ignited belief, stared down fear, thrived on struggle, sharpened your mindset, taken action, persevered through the night, and stayed true to yourself. You're standing ready at the starting line of the rest of your life. Now is the time to sprint. Now is the time to live as though your purpose depends on it, because it does. So promise yourself this: when you look back years from now, you will see a life that mattered. You will see the path you blazed by daring to live on purpose, and you will smile, knowing you left no dream unexplored. And when others ask how you did it, you'll tell them, I believed, I acted, I refused to give up. You have all that it takes. Now is the final call, a call to move forward, to act, to transform. Go out into the world with a soul on fire. Choose greatness. Choose purpose. Choose life. Your destiny awaits, and the world needs the gift only you can give. Believe it, claim it, and live with everything you have. Now go live your purpose. Your greatness is calling. Pirad HTOR flam, nani varyon GSTOCUIR far. Let me tell you something real, something raw. When you choose to live with purpose, when you finally decide to stop playing small and step into your full potential, you will shake the room. And not everybody in that room will clap. There's a harsh truth most people don't tell you. Your fire will make others uncomfortable. Your progress will shine a light on their procrastination. Your discipline will expose their laziness. Your dreams will feel like judgment to people who've buried their own. And instead of rising with you, they'll try to keep you exactly where they are. Not because they hate you, but because your growth terrifies them. Sometimes it's subtle. A sarcastic remark. Who do you think you are? A little laugh when you share your big dream. Sometimes it's quiet withdrawal. They stop calling, stop showing up, stop supporting. You feel it, you try to justify it. Maybe I'm changing too fast. Maybe I'm leaving them behind. Listen to me, you are not the problem. Your growth is not the issue. Your light is not too bright. They've just chosen to live in the dark. And here's the deal. You can't keep dimming your light to make others feel comfortable in their shadow. That's not humility. That's self-betrayal. You weren't given that dream to keep it hidden. You weren't gifted with that fire just to keep warm. That fire is meant to light paths, to spark revolutions, to break generational chains and build new legacies. But if you're constantly apologizing for your ambition, constantly shrinking to fit rooms that no longer fit you, you'll suffocate your own purpose trying to keep dead relationships alive. Some people won't clap for you. Some won't understand you. Some won't celebrate you. Not because you're wrong, but because you're becoming someone they no longer recognize. And guess what? That's okay. You're not obligated to drag them with you. Your dream isn't a lifeboat for their comfort. Your dream is your mission. Your flame is your responsibility. Protect it, guard it, feed it. That means sometimes walking alone. That means outgrowing circles that once felt like home. That means no longer seeking permission from people who never believed in you to begin with. You've got to get comfortable with the discomfort of elevation, because purpose is lonely, destiny is heavy, and not everyone has the strength to climb with you. There's a reason eagles fly alone. There's a reason lions don't run with sheep. You are not here to blend in. You are here to blaze trails. And trailblazers get misunderstood. Pioneers get criticized. But the fire inside them, unstoppable, untouchable. Now let me say this, protect your flame doesn't mean being arrogant. It means being selective. It means knowing that not everyone deserves access to your energy, your ideas, your inner world. Some people are dream leeches. They drain you with their doubt. Some are time thieves. They waste your hours with nonsense. And some are joy killers. They smile to your face and hope you fail behind your back. You've got to recognize them, bless them, and move on. You don't need to explain your journey. You don't need their permission slip to keep going. Let your progress be the proof. Let your results do the talking. Let your success speak for itself. Because one day, and hear me loud, one day the very people who laughed at your fire will be trying to warm themselves beside it. But by then, you'll be too focused building empires, blessing lives, and living fully in your purpose. So protect your flame, not in fear, but in honor. Honor what God planted in you. Honor the hours you've spent grinding in silence. Honor the pain, the process, the prayers. You didn't come this far to burn out for people who were never lit to begin with. Be bold with your light. Be ruthless with your boundaries. Be unapologetic with your purpose. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs more fire. And you, my friend, are that fire. Pair your personality NR. Jiti kam buying you kam far tabielio. Let me hit you with something most people run from. Pain is not the enemy. Comfort is. We've been lied to. We've been sold a version of success that looks like peace, ease, luxury, and calm. But the truth, purpose doesn't live in comfort. It lives in fire. It lives in early mornings when no one's watching. It lives in late nights when your heart is breaking, but you keep showing up. It lives in sweat, in sacrifice, in sleepless sacrifice, in soul-level struggle. See, comfort is a drug. It tells you you're okay right where you are. It whispers, why try harder? This is good enough. And just like that, your dreams fall asleep. Your ambition goes numb. Your purpose, your fire, your potential, it dies in the cozy grave of, I'm fine. Let me ask you this, when was the last time you were really uncomfortable? I mean, stretched, shaken, stung by your own standards. Because if it's been a while, then you haven't grown. Growth is a violent birth. It rips through your comfort zone. It makes you question everything. It will make you cry. It will make you doubt. But if you stay with it, if you stay in the ring, it will make you unstoppable. I remember a time in my life when everything looked good on paper. I was making it, but inside I was suffocating. I was comfortable, and that comfort almost killed my calling. I was doing what I knew how to do. I was repeating old patterns. I was showing up, smiling, checking boxes, but I wasn't growing. And that's when I realized something powerful. Comfort is slow death dressed like peace. So I did what felt insane at the time. I stepped back into pain. I put myself in rooms where I wasn't the smartest. I chased goals that made my stomach churn. I had conversations that broke me. I challenged my own beliefs, burned old bridges of thought, and let go of what was safe. And I broke. But then I built again. Stronger, clearer, focused. I started working with pain, not against it. I treated pain like a personal trainer, someone who pushes you past your limits. Your muscles don't grow without stress. Your mind doesn't grow without pressure. Your soul doesn't grow without fire. So when life gets hard, stop asking, why me? Start asking, what is this teaching me? What part of me is being built right now? Maybe it's your discipline. Maybe it's your emotional strength. Maybe it's your patience, your humility, your hunger. But I promise, nothing you go through is wasted if you let it make you better. Think about the butterfly. You know how it gets its wings. It struggles. Inside that cocoon, it fights. It pushes. And here's what scientists have found if you help that butterfly. If you cut open the cocoon and make the process easy, it dies. Why? Because the struggle is what strengthens its wings. No pressure, no flight, no fight, no freedom. You, my friend, are in your cocoon season. The pain you're in, it's not punishment. It's preparation. That burning in your gut, that fear in your chest, it's the friction before your takeoff. So stop avoiding discomfort. Stop waiting for life to get easier. You get stronger, you get wiser, you get bolder. Build your tolerance for pressure. Wake up early when it hurts. Say no when it's easier to say yes. Have the tough conversations. Go back to the gym, to the grind, to the goal, even when your legs are shaking. Because the purpose that survives the fire is the purpose that changes the world. You want to live with purpose? Then stop praying for easy days. Pray for strength. Pray for wisdom. Pray for a spine that can handle storms. Let pain sharpen you. Let discomfort define you. Every time you choose growth over ease, you're telling the universe, I'm ready to rise. I'm ready for more. I will not fold. So the next time life puts you in a furnace, don't ask to get out, ask to get forged. And when the flames die down, step out, look around and say, this is who I became in the fire. That's purpose. That's power. That's how legends are made. Yo war to break. Yo war boil to break taro gauge. Let me ask you something that no one else has dared to ask you lately. How many times have you felt like you were at your breaking point? Like the world stacked so much weight on your chest that breathing felt like a battle. Like you've cried with no tears left, prayed with no words left, fought with no strength left, and somehow you're still here. That's not weakness. That's evidence of your divine design. Let me tell you something that will change your life. If you let it, you weren't born to break. You were built, engineered to break through. But here's the catch. Before every breakthrough comes a breakdown. Before every transformation comes a moment where everything falls apart. Not to destroy you, but to reveal the real you. Because the version of you that was built by fear, raised on rejection, formed by scarcity, can't survive in the world your purpose demands. You've got to break the shell to let the soul breathe. You've got to shatter what the world labeled you so you can finally wear the name God gave you. See, the pain you feel right now, it's not proof that you're weak. It's proof that you're expanding. Every time life stretches you, every test, betrayal, failure, disappointment, it's not pushing you toward defeat. It's pushing you toward depth, toward your calling, toward the you that was buried under survival. So don't curse the chaos. Learn from it. Don't fear the breaking. Lean into it. Because on the other side of that breakdown is the version of you you've never met, but have always dreamed of becoming. The world told you to be strong, didn't it? Don't cry. Don't complain. Keep it together. Be tough. But real strength is not pretending you're okay when you're dying inside. Real strength is saying, I'm hurting, but I'm healing. I'm bleeding, but I'm building. I'm not fine, but I'm not finished. You were not created to just make it through. You were not created to survive paycheck to paycheck, heartbreak to heartbreak, year to year hoping something changes. You were created to create the change, but creation requires destruction. To rise, something must fall. To become, something must burn. And what has to burn is the belief that you're not enough, the lie that you're too late, the chains that say, this is just how life is. Because you don't rise in spite of the breaking, you rise through it. You become something new when the old version of you gets stripped away, when life punches you in the gut and you get up slower but stronger. Not just with a louder voice, but a clearer one. Not just with bigger goals, but a bolder spirit. This is where real purpose lies. Not in the success story, but in the scar story. Not in the perfect picture, but in the pieces you picked up and rebuilt with your bare hands. You are not your trauma. You are not your past. You are not your fear. Your failure, your mistakes, you're what you chose to become after it. So let the world doubt you. Let them count you out. Let them whisper behind your back. Because when you break through, not if, but when, your life will be the answer to every, you'll never make it. Every breath you take now is resistance. Every step you take forward is defiance. Every time you refuse to quit, you're rewriting your story. You weren't born to break. You were built to break chains, to break ceilings, to break silence, to break the generational curses your ancestors died praying someone would shatter. And now it's you. This is your moment. So wipe your tears, bury the excuses. Stand up even if your legs shake, and look your fear in the face and say, I was made for this. I was born for more. I don't break, I rise. And when you rise, you don't just rise for you. You rise for everyone who never could.